There are countless ways to deceive, but perhaps none more painful than deception through love and sympathy. It's a betrayal that cuts deeply, shaking our faith not just in others, but in our own ability to trust. When someone feigns affection, they reach the most vulnerable part of us, making us question our judgment, our worth, and our understanding of relationships. Such deception through love is, in many ways, the deepest wound we can endure. It leaves scars that take time, patience, and self-compassion to heal. If you want to know a person's true character, pay attention to what they find humor in. Laughter is a mirror, showing us what lies within the heart. Do they laugh out of kindness, or does their laughter come at someone else's expense? Are they quick to judge or mock others, or do they lift people up with their joy? The things a person finds funny reveal more about their character than any words they could ever say. If you want to understand someone's values, notice the small, unguarded moments of humor, for those often hold the greatest truths. Life, as we know, does not hand out free lessons. Each bit of wisdom we gain comes at a price. We learn resilience through pain, patience through waiting, and strength through struggles. When we say life taught us something, it means we earned that knowledge through trials and challenges. Wisdom isn't something that can be given. It's something we gather, bit by bit, along the often rocky path of experience. We should honor our own journey, understanding that every lesson, even the painful ones, was necessary to shape the person we are becoming. A calm mind leads to better decisions. When our thoughts are chaotic, our actions often reflect that chaos. In moments of stress, we tend to react impulsively, often making choices that do not serve us in the long term. But when we learn to quiet the mind, to breathe deeply, and to let go of worry, we gain clarity. Calmness brings perspective. It allows us to step back, to see beyond immediate emotions, and to make decisions that align with our true values. Cultivating calmness is one of life's most powerful skills, one that can transform our experiences and shape our destiny. Education teaches us how to speak, but wisdom teaches us when, where, and what to say. So often, we focus on what we say, yet forget that timing, tone, and intention are just as important. There are moments in life when silence can say more than words, and when patience can speak louder than any argument. Wisdom lies in the ability to discern these moments, to know when to speak up and when to stay silent, when to assert ourselves and when to let things be. This balance is delicate but powerful, guiding us toward harmonious and meaningful relationships. Inner peace is more valuable than others' opinions. In today's world, we're often bombarded with expectations, pressured to conform, and made to feel that we need validation from others to feel complete. Yet, true peace comes from releasing this need for approval and embracing our own values, our own truths. When we stop seeking validation, we find a profound inner calm, a state of being where we are content with ourselves. It's a quiet but unshakable strength, one that allows us to walk through life with grace, unaffected by the shifting opinions of the world. Words lose their power when actions don't align with them. It's easy to make promises, to say the right things, but true integrity is in what we do. Our actions reflect our values far more than our words ever could. If we want to be kind, we must act with kindness. If we want to be trustworthy, we must act with honesty. Words alone are fleeting. It's through consistent actions that we reveal who we truly are. Remember that others will judge us not by what we say, but by what we consistently do. Trust is hard to earn but easy to lose. It's a fragile bond, built carefully over time, like a bridge connecting two people. When we trust, we give a piece of ourselves to someone, opening up, showing vulnerability. And because trust is so precious, when it's broken, it can take years to rebuild. A single act of betrayal can shatter what took years to create. If we value trust, we must protect it, honoring the promises we make and being mindful of the hearts we hold. The greatest lesson I've learned is that I still have much to learn. Life is a continuous journey of discovery, a path where every experience, every mistake, and every success teaches us something new. The moment we think we know it all is the moment we stop growing. True wisdom lies in humility, in recognizing that there is always more to learn, that every person we meet has something valuable to share. Embracing life as a learning journey keeps us curious, open-minded, and resilient. I am not a product of my circumstances, but a product of my decisions. Life will challenge us, often in ways we never anticipated. But how we choose to respond is entirely in our hands. Our circumstances shape us, but our responses define us. By making intentional choices, we take control of our lives. We create ourselves, not by what happens to us, but by how we choose to rise above it. Silence and a smile are two powerful tools. A smile has the power to bridge differences, to dissolve tension, and to bring warmth into the coldest of interactions. It's a universal language of kindness. Silence, on the other hand, is a form of wisdom. It allows us to listen, to reflect, and to hold space for understanding. Choosing silence over impulsive reaction is a mark of self-control. And when we can combine a calm silence with a warm smile, we embody strength and compassion in one. Kindness is a language everyone can understand, regardless of culture, background, or beliefs. A simple act of kindness can touch lives in ways we may never fully understand. Kindness doesn't need grand gestures. Often it's the small acts, a listening ear, a comforting word, a helping hand, that make the biggest difference. However, not everyone deserves our kindness. Setting boundaries around our kindness is as important as giving it. We must learn to be kind, but also discerning, valuing our energy and our well-being. It's often better to be alone than in bad company. The people around us influence us in ways we don't always see. They can lift us up or pull us down. Choosing solitude over bad company is a form of self-respect. It's recognizing that our peace and self-worth are too valuable to be compromised. When we choose to be alone rather than surrounded by negativity, we open ourselves up to connect with people who genuinely align with our values. If someone wastes your time, understand that it's within your control to set boundaries. Time is a resource we can never get back, and how we spend it defines much of our life. If we allow others to waste our time, it's a reflection of our own boundaries. Respecting our time is respecting ourselves, and it's our responsibility to guard it. A person who has mastered patience has mastered a powerful form of strength. Patience isn't about passively waiting. It's an active choice to maintain inner calm and resilience. It's the ability to wait without frustration, to endure challenges without giving in to anger. Patience gives us the perspective we need to navigate life's challenges gracefully. Never make a permanent decision based on a temporary emotion. When we're in the grip of anger, sadness, or excitement, we often feel compelled to act. But emotions are fleeting, and choices made in their intensity are often regretted. By taking a moment to let emotions settle, we can make decisions we feel proud of later. Patience prevents regret, and clarity follows calm. Truth remains the truth, whether people believe it or not. Similarly, a lie remains a lie, even if the world accepts it. Reality is independent of opinions or popular beliefs. Truth doesn't require validation. It simply exists. Lies may persist, but they are fragile, and eventually they crumble. Staying true to our principles, despite popular opinion, requires strength but offers profound peace. Do not correct a fool, for they will hate you. Correct a wise person, and they will thank you. Wisdom lies in the ability to accept correction, to learn, and to grow. Foolishness rejects it, viewing correction as criticism. Knowing when to correct and when to remain silent is a skill, one that saves us from unnecessary conflict and leads us toward meaningful relationships. Master the art of remaining calm. Calmness isn't just about avoiding anger. It's about staying centered in any situation, retaining clarity, and thinking clearly. Remaining calm allows us to face challenges with strength and resilience. It's easy to react, but difficult to respond thoughtfully. And that difference defines our outcomes. When we talk, we repeat what we know. When we listen, we open ourselves to new ideas. Real learning requires silence, humility, and openness. Conversations are richer when we focus on listening rather than merely preparing our response. In listening, we build empathy, strengthen relationships, and gain insight that words alone can't offer. Learn to observe without reacting. Not everything needs our input or reaction. Observing gives us a clearer perspective, allowing us to understand situations deeply. Patience and silence are powerful tools, enabling us to make thoughtful decisions rather than impulsive reactions. Life is too short to worry about others' opinions. People will always have something to say, often without knowing the full picture. Living for others' approval traps us in a cycle of constant insecurity. But when we live for our own peace, for our own values, we find freedom. The most valuable opinion is our own, and when we honor that, we live authentically.